Do you know who your audience is? And do you have very relevant offers and messages for them? And yet, are you not able to get the right response rate in your marketing? You may have all the too common problem of not using the right media. A client recently came to us with what he thought was a confounding problem. He said, "My marketing messages are spot on. They resonate deeply with my audience. My audience targeting is perfect. I know exactly who my customers are and I know exactly where they come from. The offers are super relevant. I do get lots of takers, but overall I still lose money on advertising and on my campaigns. I just don't understand why." We were able to work with him and lower his advertising costs by almost 30% without any detrimental impact to his lead generation or client acquisition numbers. In this video, we'll talk about how we did it. If you would like a handy PDF download of this case study, click on the link in the description below and download it right now. Question number 1. Do you break down your lead acquisition costs and your client acquisition costs and your client conversion ratio by sources or media? Because if you don't, you're making a huge mistake. Different sources have unequal capacity to deliver results for your business and for your marketing campaigns. For instance, while Facebook might be profitable for our business, it may not necessarily be profitable for your business at all. You need to break down and keep track of, at the very least, the cost of acquiring a new lead and the cost of acquiring a new customer from every source that you use. Each media platform is different. The economics work on some platforms and on others, even with the exact same targeting and the same exact marketing messages, the numbers just don't work. This is simply because you're not operating in a vacuum. There are other competitors driving up prices while clamoring for your audience's attention. And so here's a hot tip for you. If a particular medium is hot right now, it's actually where you should not be going. It's hard because a lot of other advertisers are trying to reach their audiences using that very same media platform. This drives up the cost of reaching your audience while simultaneously decreasing the attention spans of your prospective clients and customers. So the first thing we did for our client was to break down his cost of acquiring a new lead and a new client by sources or platforms that they were advertising on. The results were shocking. Almost 70% of his marketing budget was spent online, but more than 2/3 of his sales came from offline sources like direct mail and EDDM or every door direct marketing. And even online, the variances were shocking. His Facebook ads were performing unbelievably poorly, while the YouTube ads were producing almost a similar rate of return as his offline campaigns. Even more shockingly, the search-based advertising on Google was costing him a pretty penny, but out of the 260 plus keywords his company was bidding on, the only sales that were ever generated on that medium came from 3 keywords. All these 3 keywords had his business name in them. In other words, all we had to do was to snip, trim the fat. So we stopped his Facebook campaign entirely. That resulted in 0 loss in revenue. The only thing that suffered was the number of likes his company's page got on Facebook. We also stopped search advertising almost entirely, except for the 3 keywords that were obviously working for them. Again, this did lead to a drop in the number of website visitors, and that was a drastic drop. But the number of leads and, more importantly, revenue generated had no impact at all. At least we didn't notice any. And finally, we created a customized retargeting campaign for them using Site Scout, which is something they were not using. And so far it's cost less than $500 in the 3 weeks it's been running, and has brought in an exceptional amount of revenue for them for such a minuscule ad spend. Overall, we were able to lower their total advertising cost by 30% while increasing their directly attributable revenue by at least 10%, and this is only the first step. Look at all your sources of traffic or leads or sales and track the economic viability of each of them separately. In this day and age, with the hundreds, if not thousands of media platforms that are available for you to reach your audience with, there really is no reason not to be testing one against another, just like you would be testing one ad against another. By the way, check out the link in the description below to download a handy reference list PDF of 27 of our favorite media platforms that you can start testing your campaigns, your marketing messages on right now for less than $500. Most of these can get you started for as little as $50. And even if your advertising campaigns are already profitable on some platform, you should still be checking out new platforms anyway for redundancy as well as for additional reach. So this brings us to the conclusion of this video. Even if your marketing messages and audience targeting are perfect, you still need media to be able to have a profitable and scalable campaign. Advertising costs are inconsistent because certain media platforms are in vogue at any given point of time, which means most advertisers flock to certain advertising platforms. How to determine the best media platform that works for your offers? Consistently look for new media and consistently test out media. Track results from each media source individually. And by all means, be ruthless with the losers. You wouldn't keep running a low converting, unappealing advertising or marketing message. So why would you stick to a media platform if it's just not working for you? My name is Laksh Bahl, and on behalf of Westernston, I welcome you to download either of or both of our handy little PDFs associated with media. If you like this video, hit like. If you have a question, a suggestion, a comment, let us know. And you have not yet watched the other two videos in our Triangle of Marketing series, click here and watch them right now. And as always, thanks for watching.